certainly the best.
For us now, good evening. The program they watch now, Udwota. Udwota means heart of the matter. And because of the heart of the matter, I make us day. We always a day every Monday to discuss different issues when get to do with the country, the state, and everything we get to do with humanity. We don't come again with another set of discussion this evening, and we'll be see wherever you are, this discussion meets you well. My name is Emma Akpololo, and this evening, they're very happy again to bring before and again for a big grammar they call erudite scholar, somebody who say read book, come professor, not be ordinary person again for inside society. And at the same time, also our division campus of the University of Benin, Professor Anyide. Prof, good evening, sir.
Our people at home, na good evening, Nado.
All right, we'll start with the discussion. So far, so good. 2 weeks ago, maybe last week, we start one matter that concern the Israel and the U.S. attack on Iran. Where are we today?
Well, of course, as at today, the war is still raging, and we have not heard of any ceasefire from either side, or any of the sides, so to speak, either from the side of U.S., Israel on one side, and Iran on the other side. Bombings, attacks have continued from both sides. And we keep seeing the extent of destructions that the societies are witnessing, both in Iran as well as Tel Aviv, and also by extension some part of occupied West Bank, also in part of Israel, and some parts of Arabian countries, the Gulf states. Some of them are trying to see whether there could be negotiation through the back door, or there could be attack, direct one, to get involved in the whole thing.
Okay, sir, Prof, you could come to my level small. You know, the
okay.
Go ahead.
So the way it be now, we say the countries which surround Iran, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, all these various countries where they know say America gets air bases. Iran don't talk say anyone where they observe say he carry that from there America attack them. He go attack the country back. Unfortunately for such countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, America don't tell them say you no fit defend them against the missiles that Iran they send. All their protective devices are meant to protect only Israel. So that's the
Which kind of wahala be that kind one?
so they feel say as you dey use us to attack where you want attack, how you go come say how will it be that we are now being attacked? You dey tell us say the thing where you dey take prevent or protect, we supposed to also enjoy to protect ourselves. You dey talk say na Israel you dey take and protect. So there is no way the war no go get as it be. Maybe that's the reason why the leadership in Saudi Arabia, as well as the foreign minister for Iran, they don't they start they talk small, how the thing no go escalate, reach them again. But be that as it may, from waiting with the read, waiting with the see we hear, the talk say the first phase of the war, where we say Iran, they say they don't pass first stage, they don't pass second stage. The third stage where they now, then the talk say the weapon we then get will be that is well advanced weapon, hypersonic missiles. Now that one, the one start they use now.
That is Iran.
That is Iran. And Israel too. Then they try to attack them. But one other unfortunate thing where we they hear, if it is true, they say you have some in Cyprus. They say they catch some people will be Mossad agents, will go bomb Cyprus in the name of Iran. Make Cyprus come retaliate, come join in the fight.
Yes, sir.
For Saudi Arabia too, their oil refinery, they say they cut some persons. We be same Mossad agents. So what in they there be say all this now the kind of way they war. Someone where you they fight, go attack person where you know they fight. To give the impression say enjoy you. So once that one join, it don't carry person join the enemy, don't join enemy be that. So that one go make it difficult for the fight to end.
But Trump they come and say he don't finish Iran, he don't destroy their naval base, he don't destroy their military, he don't destroy this, he don't destroy that. He praising soldiers for all everything that happen. But from what they talk so, Iran they talk say they get they enter the next weapon. So you feel say Trump correct? Because actually you listen to Trump when you say he talk now say don't sink Iran this thing, naval whatever. They don't do their military don't go. Their first leadership don't come out. Second leadership don't come out. So that he praise American soldiers and military for what they do, and he will continue to carry on. Go ahead. Well,
everybody get right to say what he wants.
Okay, maybe that the war propaganda.
Now war propaganda I say am to be. Because from what we dey hear, what we dey see from independent people, some they talk say as at today for Israel, they don't already censor most of the journalists. Make them no carry pictures of wetin they see sent to outside world.
Okay.
Whoever then catch, now 5 years imprisonment. As of today, anybody will then catch, now 5 years imprisonment. You know, that one now to just make people hide the information, the real situation on ground, away from the entire world. Make people no con the talk, say, now so then destroy Israel rich. That one too, now propaganda. Na tactic of preventing the soldiers from being demoralized. Because if soldiers say, now our country, they don't destroy like this. If it be like, say, we no go fit win or go advance beyond this one. So Trump can be saying everything where he won't talk. The reality be say, person wey ready to die. It's different from someone wey just feel say, if we are able to do it, fine. If we are unable to do it, fine. What I'm trying to say be say, the fight wey Iran dey fight, no be say Iran dey fight to conquer another country, or to expand their territory, or to say the economy of Israel, they wan join am to their own, or the economy of Saudi Arabia, they wan carry am. They are not for that. Wetin dem dey talk be say, for you to say we no go leave, you go destroy us, we no go allow you destroy us. That is survivor. And person wey dey fight for survivor, you wey wan fight the person, you should be ready to die as well, because the person don ready to die. That is the situation. If you say you don't destroy the leadership of Iran, how about those that are doing coordinated bombings, missiles, sending missiles to every direction? Who is controlling them? Mm-hmm. So it is not possible, because what we hear, what we listen to, they say before they kill Ayatollah Khamenei, as one of the things where he talk, they say himself na 86. He talks say wetin they wait for in life again, wetin feel he want to achieve again, we never achieve. So if that comes, no problem. He don ready, and they don't already know say once they kill him, another person supposed to take over from him. He appointed that person. He said when they kill this person, he appointed another person. When they kill, up to 4 layers like that. So if that arrangement don't dey there and people don't agree, say na so it go be. The same thing for military. How you go say you don't kill two layers of two sets of leadership. Even if you kill all, the kind of mentality we Khamenei get, now others also get, by appointing people we go take over from them one after the other. So it go hard. The other thing where they say Trump they try to consider, be say the tribe where then they call courts. He won't call them, make them come join the fight. The courts then they talking. Part of them they Iraq. Part of them, some of them, very few of them, they Iran. And they try to see whether it go fit draw them to come and join the ground force. And those people, they get their wise. Because each of these countries within they are not in majority, they are in minority. Even Iraq, where they plenty, when they decided to fight, when they used them against Saddam Hussein that time, they win. They no win. So everybody don't they get sense that this war, as it be so, you cannot say now only you must exist in the whole of Middle East. Otherwise, there will be no peace.
Okay, so we will go ahead now. The level where we see we reach now. Let's go back to the performance of. First of all, we see for people recently when Iran they apologized to most of all those Gulf states over how did they attack them.
Well, they are apologizing. The apology, it's to me, it's a diplomatic one. It's one that is necessary to let them know, say, much as they are Muslims like them, they no intent to attack them. Now the basis, where the area, where they have American property, now in the attack. And they needed to explain that to majority of people, particularly to the laymen, that they may not know, that might not know what exactly the reasons why they are attacking these countries. Because America, not be today, then develop that kind of mentality to make sure, say, there is no part of the world where they no get air bases.
Yes, sir. So
that anytime, any day they decide to say that the president of this country, we go remove him. No be from America the people go come from. Now the people where they ground, where they then go said, make them go do them. Now only if those people no fit do them, all those soldiers no fit do them, then go send special people. They are already considering sending special group to Iran to go and do the work. Maybe this time around, they will pick all the people, 90 million people, carry them, put them inside the sea. The special people go do am. Make we dey wait. All I know be say those people too, they are ready for everything. They are ready for everything. Because part of what America don't go do na to attack Iranian ships. We no even dey the area where then they fight. They say they have sunk about 5 or 7 Iranian ships. One contain about 180 sailors. They even talk, say, conventionally, as part of what they arrange in war, is that if a ship sink another one, that ship will sink another one, must find a means of evacuating the sailors in that one with an attack. This one, the ship, the warship attack Iranian own, then ran away. Now, when they made this distress calls to another Navy naval center, now in those people come, they were able to rescue about 30 of them.
Oh.
So if it continues like that, what it go mean be say Iran too go say as you come the attack us, no be only your bases again, we go the attack. All your interests in various places. And the interest of America plenty. They feel extend the attack to all that. So it's not something that we pray should continue for a long time, because we are talking of human lives from both sides. So the people who still get thinking cap, make them put them on. Find a way to talk to Trump, who is the main cause of the problem, as well as Netanyahu. Otherwise, now so the war will continue.
All right, people want to watch now. Udota means heart of the matter with the original from Independent Television. Make I also let you know, see, star 347. If you get up for your phone, just dial star 347 star 732 hash. It will charge you 500 naira. Maybe ITV as a time code. That as a time, some people don't win 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, as the case may be. 150,000. So no relent on that one. I always tell you, at a time, na ITV radio raffle draw see make people for this economy take the buy fuel, take buy clothes, take do anything we say you want to do. Try to ensure say today you try, you know, never regret them. Prof, something will happen recently. I think a few days ago, for I think about is it yesterday or the first day for Lebanon. Those ones now. The Israeli soldiers send go Lebanon, go look for the body of somebody. One, I think Arad Imam or something. We don't die over 40 years ago. They go to look for the debut of that person for inside one village. Because of that man, the body when they won't go look for, the man don't die over 40 years ago. They come, they kill some other people for that village. I mean, all of these things, where did the carry go?
Well, all this na extension of the war that is on ground. Na extension of devastation, the extension of the intention of Israel to grab land, to extend their domination on the Middle East.
When did they want to use the bone of somebody who don't die 40 years ago?
Because the person who even die last year, you check the grave, you no go see the body. At best, you see bone. The bone where you go see, you no go full one nylon bag. So if you say you are looking for the dead body, the bones of the person, why is it that it is now you are looking for the, if not that you are looking for trouble? They are only looking for ways to continue to kill many people. That is just the intention. Because if 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you know, remember, even if you say the pikin where the person will be the child of the person will die, now 1 year old he be. So 40 years now he just wake up. Now the senses come, they tell and say, go and look for the bones of your grandfather or your grandmother. They are only looking for trouble. It's the extension of all these problems with they grant. That is what I see there.
When we look at the nuclear armaments, America just look at this one, say they want to ensure that the capability of Iran to have nuclear armament and all that, but not only Iran, now you get that's it.
You see, that is to tell you the hypocrisy of America. Because Israelis are not more than 9 million or maximum 10 million. They have nuclear weapon. Iran will be 90 million. You dey shout say why them go get nuclear weapon? Justice dey inside that one. Because if people will be 9 million, will just be 10% of the other population, they get wetin them go take, destroy the 90 million. The 90 million, make them just put their mouth, like put their hand like this, they watch them to kill them. And they say, even with the fact that they have uranium where they use, they say na power, electricity, then they take them make. Now they use to supply them power. And if that is a lie, they allow IAEA to come and inspect them. Since all this while, since they don't establish the state of Israel since 1948, Israel don't allow IAEA to investigate them once, not even for 1 hour. America, where they enforce all these ones, they don't enforce that of Israel before.
But even it says even they show some people Iran even get that all those nuclear whatever.
It's not only Iran that has it. In the whole world today, America gets, Russia gets, France gets, Britain gets, Pakistan gets, India gets. So Israel gets, China gets. So if all of them get all these things, why you go single out Iran and you go talk, say Iran must not get? It's like you have weapon to fight me, and I can't know the weapon, say now this one, then they take destroy person. You could take and destroy me one day. So I go look for a way to also start preparing. You can't carry my tail around, say they prepare to fight me. When you get waiting to destroy me, fairness no dey there at all. What will make us respect one another well is that you get waiting to destroy this person. The person also get waiting to destroy you. Everybody go come dey in lane. Respect go dey. Because the one wey get waiting, he go take destroy another person. If you don't have anything to resist him, if he tell you your wife, I won't see your wife today. If I don't see your wife today, you are dead tomorrow. You go give her your wife. But if you get waiting to do shakara to him too, if he tells you boldly, you also shout on him boldly. So the equation don't balance. So all these ones where Trump they shout, say they get a weapon of, they get nuclear weapon. Don't be so then talk for Iraq in 2001. Say get weapon of mass destruction. Carry everybody, carry Britain, carry France, carry Germany. Go fight Saddam. At the end of the day, did they see any weapon of mass destruction?
No.
None. Now so then talk about Libya. What did happen for Libya today? You know, something that we supposed to know fundamentally be say there is no country in the whole world that you go say now America support them, now him bring them up to become economically, politically independent. There is none. There is no country where America will support, where the country no go suffer at the end of it. Even Nigeria, where we carry them come, where some of our friends they talk, say yes, America don't come. Wherever they come, then they come free. Then they come free. They have their economic interest that they always protect. And it's because of this economic interest that they are interested in the political situation in every country throughout the world. They want to determine who becomes president of whichever country in the world. And the moment the person with them want, no day there, they find a way to cause trouble for the person. Because this Iran, where we they talk, we are only seeing that they are fighting Iraq, they are fighting Iran now, probably because of the oil where Iran gets. The fight, the struggle don't start till 1911, from waiting we hear. 1911, northern part of Iran was being controlled by Russia. the western part was being controlled by Britain. But after the Second World War, when Britain don't lose almost everything, then they look for where to get money to sustain the government. They were taking oil from everywhere. They were taking oil from Iran too. But the leader of Iran, come talk, say, in 1951 to 1953, come talk, say, whatever Iran gets will be used to develop Iran.
Yeah.
So when they try to remove him by force, the thing no work. Now they go carry CIA, make you come join them. By 1953, they removed the man. And how did they remove him? Britain get power for sea. They are never, very, very superb. They can't block all the ways where Iran they take sell oil. So economy they hard because the oil where then they take, where then they sell, take money, they no agree, they no feel sell them again much. And they started using different groups from inside Iran to start campaigning about the president, Mohammed. By the time the man say you don't pass him, they remove him. They put their own there. The person where them put there, Shah Pahlavi, that one can't there also he agrees, say 40% of the oil, you go they give them to Britain. 40% of the oil, you go they give them to Britain. And that is the same thing France they do to all Francophone countries.
I make that man brother for Burkina Faso first now.
Now you make them vex. All their budget every year, Francophone countries, 40% of their budget goes to France. Apart from many other things, so when they take service France. And if you say you no agree, you are, in fact, the government no go no peace. That is what is happening in Burkina Faso now. That is what is happening in Niger. All these three, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, don't agree. Say, Kaka, you are 40% no go anywhere now to develop this country. That's why they are fighting them. So the 40% where they go to Britain can't release them. But people still say, our property now our property. How you go say our property belong to you? Your own belong to you. You understand? Our property belong to the two of us. But your own belong to you, not to the two of us. Now they start their protest. By 1979, they can't remove Shah Pahlavi. Ayatollah Khomeini can become the spiritual leader. That one as it be, people can't they enjoy. Now America go wire Iraq again. Say Iran they thief your oil field. Can't cause trouble between two brothers.
Iraq and
Iran. Before you know it, then they sell weapons to Iraq to fight Iran.
Yeah.
Iran can't they, well, what we go do? They fight back. At the end of the war in 1988, Iraq get external debt of $20 billion. Iran gets external debt of $5 billion. No winner, no loser. At the end of the war, shortly after that, Naim Ayatollah Khomeini can die, 1989. As he died, finished. This one we then kill. Now he become the spiritual leader. So not be the fight we then start today. After killing Saddam Hussein, the Iraq settled up to today. The people who then they talk say Saddam Hussein they fight, they share. Don't be share they rule Iraq today. Anytime they see where there is peace, they carry two heads, knock them together. And if the people no understand the game, now so then go start they fight one another. That is what America is doing. Carrying 2-3 persons, tell them different things. Before you know what is happening, katakata don't blow. As then they sell weapon to this one, then they sell weapon to this one.
And they make money.
And then they make money.
And that those people no go say in America they said to this one.
Of course now, when they fight, when the Iraq-Iran war was going on, not be around 1986, they say President Reagan, they catch and say if they sell weapon to Iran again. Now then they supply weapon to Iraq. They collect money, the same weapon.
They sent to Iran.
Then they sent to Iran, make the two brothers. You know, all these things, if we look at the amount of money we then they take make weapons, if you use them to sustain peace, where people are hungry, they can feed them. Where people no get many life amenities, they can sponsor them. Peace good day world better than the way we have it now. But this idea of there must be problem, there must be chaos everywhere, not caused by us. Because I know those of us in Africa, we are very peace-loving people. Even those people that are in Asia, they are also very peace-loving people. But if people know what other people are planning in terms of causing trouble for them, now so we go to fight one another. As we dey here, even in Nigeria, the one way we grew up to see be say, in your family, you feel get Christians. You fit get Muslims. You fit get idol worshippers.
Yes, sir.
And na so like that, all of us grew
up together.
When it is time for Salah, Christian will come chop with a Muslim. When it is time for Christmas or New Year, Muslim will go see their friends. Then go chop together. They even contribute money together to say, let's use the money for the festival. But what we they see today, they don't use the religion. Say this Christian no want see Muslim, so Muslim no want see Christian. No. Now we they talk them or not them.
And then
now then they talk them because they want sell weapon. Wherever there is peace, let us sustain the peace. This one way we they see for the world, so it's not a good thing. No good for anybody. Because even as we dey Nigeria, if we they think say wetin concern me with Iran, wetin concern me with Israel, it concern you. Because the goods, wetin we dey import.
We come to that the economic side of this war. Now Iran don't talk say the Strait of Hormuz no going, no coming. Now when we look at the economic implication, first of all in Nigeria and the world in general.
You see, if you look at the world, the map of the world, the Strait of Hormuz, they say in terms of width, it's about 32 kilometers. Where many ships feed in the past, more than 20% of ships where they carry oil, including other goods. So from Asia, from Australia, from other parts of the world, then go past that area, enter Europe. From there, enter other places. But as the war come day, that's why I tell you, say, Iran, they're ready for everything. If you attack us too much, everybody go suffer. Now, then they so. At the read somewhere, I say, Israel, also they talk of what they call Samson option. What did they call Samson option? Be say, you know, Prophet Samson, those days, that was betrayed by the wife.
Yes.
They say what he did by collapsing the temple.
So that
everybody died. They say they are looking at that option.
Who is that one?
Israel.
Okay.
That if this thing go end to say that all of us go die, now this option we go come use. Then go detonate the atomic bomb, everybody go perish. Make we see how far that one go carry us. So the two sides, now so they're ready for one another. And the one way we say, the way that one can say is Baba, you don't take one side. Carry one picking, say, you the punch him. You, with your two hands, tie him. You continue to punch him. That is the position America, Trump, they do. But the one where you tie in hand, say, Kaka, I no go agree, make you tie my hand. Now we dey so. So until United Nations, if they are still united, get the voice to tell Trump, say what thing they do, no good. To tell Netanyahu, let other people also live. These people are ready to live with you peacefully.
But if you begin to talk about that one, I not see from what they see. Is there any end? Is there any end in sight? Will something like this go peace go ever come? Because the Secretary of War for America, they say this thing go end for now say the thing go continue. I feel say okay that na propaganda of war, but it don't look like wetin will end soon. No?
Well, we pray it ends soon, because if it doesn't end soon, the two sides or all the sides go suffer am. All the sides go suffer am. Even the entire world too go suffer am. Because we are talking of Strait of Hormuz now. If they block, wetin dey pass, wetin dey go Europe, already it don dey affect the gas supply from Russia to Europe. When the war between Ukraine and Russia has started raging, they block the gas pipe from Russia where they go Europe, so that then go use that one strangle Russia. Now that the other places where they are getting supply don't they block because of this war, they don't tell Ukraine open them, so that Europe no go die of no go die of hunger. And as we speak, they say the cost of gas, it don't go up for Europe more than 50%. That is one side. For those of us where they here, things where then they take materials, where then they take from Australia, other things where they pass this Strait of Hormuz, when they get to Europe, then they take them do some other things where then they transport to Nigeria, to Africa, to other parts of the world. You know, as they block that Strait of Hormuz, so for them to travel back to Europe, then go past the whole of Africa, the back of Africa, you can imagine the distance. Starting from Somalia, down to Nigeria, down to Senegal, before then go connect Morocco, before then they go connect Algeria, then enter Europe again. You can imagine the number of kilometers where the thing goes. So all these ones, at the end of the day, then go add the cost of transportation to the production with they won't do for that side. So when they produce the material finished, they send them to Nigeria. The thing where would they buy for 5,000 naira before, then go say the cost of production for there, it don't high. We go they buy them for 8,000 naira. We go they buy them for 10,000 naira. It never affect us. So that is how one can see, say, there is no way this thing where they happen, where would they see, where would they think, say, it no concern us. That is how it would affect us. Small.
No, but even at that, Prof, fuel don't increase.
Now, so there is no way our fuel no go increase.
Fuel don't be so. Some people they sell now MRS they sell 1,050 naira, some 1,002, some 1,1, some 1,150. There
is no way it no go affect us, because the cost of crude oil don't go high for market too, and that is why we said the other time, when elephants they fight, two elephants they fight, now grass they suffer them. But wetin I dey tell people be say, even when the elephant no fight, any grass where elephant match, you know they come up again. So elephant dey fight to elephant no dey fight to grass they suffer. The cost of crude oil, it go up, it come down. Nigerians na so we dey suffer. Because when it goes up, we go dey think say the amount of money wey we dey sell, it go bring more money to us here. We know they see the effect of the more money. When it comes down that way, then go tell us here say the cost of production, if they affect them, we go dey pay more. So whether it go up or it come down, we don't even know when it is. Because wetin we dey see 850, when then they sell am 850, we were all enjoying it. When it was less than 850, but when it was 600 naira per liter, people they shout say na subsidy. Government come, they remove the subsidy. At a point we were buying it 1,005. By the time it reduced to 850, now it's going to 1,000 naira. May I ask us this question? Even for this town, for this our city, Tuke, when you enter Tuke from Uluku to Ring Road, before you feel they pay 500 naira.
Yes, sir.
When the fuel was 850.
Yes, sir.
When it moved to 1,005, they say na 1,000 naira now, or 800 naira. By the time you come back to 850, they may reduce their own, go back to 800 naira. Who they do who? Now we dey do ourselves.
Okay, before we wrap up this topic, make I just ask you this last question before we enter another topic. Let's look at these people who you mentioned their name just now. You not just say na toothless bulldog na you actually be you and go fit because you since that time, Prof. Tell us wetin you and don make out of all of this one with the gossips.
Well, we never reach
any ceasefire, any movement, anything.
We never reach any.
This one they say no talk. This one say no talk. What you and don't do for this matter?
We never see any substantive, objective pronouncement from the UN, because the UN is just like a dog we no get teeth at all.
But we don't say na America dey fear. So as far as America dey involved, say UN no go talk.
Yes.
Say UN dey fear America.
UN dey fear. But as much as UN dey fear, it also shows say the UN don dey polarized. It don dey polarized. There are countries wey be say na yes dem dey. Any decision we dem take. If America sit down and look at the faces of diplomats wey dey there, foreign ministers wey dey there, say na this side make una go. Anyone wey no go there, they know wetin dem go suffer. But any country wey fit stand on their own, say objectively this is how we go do am and it must be like this. Damn the consequences. Because all these ones wey dem dey tell us say we give them aid, we give them loan, we give them that. Now all ways of, showing us their generosity, which in any way there is nothing generous about it. Look at the way then they explore our mineral resources from Somalia down to Senegal, from Morocco down to Nigeria. All the various places where then they take mineral resources, various types. Anywhere they where they establish, what then they take that mineral resources do, where they establish them. Anywhere they, to tell you how wicked they are. By the time they take all these things, we don't know, you sell the product, then they send here, selling the product to us in high prices. How much they sell, how much they sell our own mineral resources. They don't tell us the original money where then they take. At the end of the day, then go say, we are giving you 8. 8 over what? When you don't thief people's property. You don't steal people's resources. All the time you are not stopping at all. All the time you are taking their resources and you are coming back to say you are giving them 8. 8 over what? Even if we have big man where they do that kind of thing here, we go call them wicked man. That is international wickedness. To tell us that this is what they are using to benefit Africa. If they don't come to Africa, Africa will not have developed. All that na lie. All as at scientists, we get brain well, we deal with them. Why they no release them, make them come replicate what they do there for Africa.
Even the man for Rwanda never don't cut ties with them.
So when we get things, we develop ourselves. Because all these ones, we then they give us, you said just Obubuyaya.
Yeah, Prof, don't speak that language. If he doesn't watch the program, Udota means heart of the matter, and the original from independent television. By way of wrapping up, we will just go back to Nigeria and look at the political scene. Prof, a lot of things will happen after the electoral act and so many things. Some political parties they complain, say, okay, this electoral act, when we say they break come out when they don't sign, so they don't come out indirect primaries and they don't do so many things. And because of this one, say issue of transmission of result there and all of that one. As a build up to the 2027 general election, which direction if you say would they go?
Well, if I say this is the direction, it go be like say I dey tell lie. Nigeria no get direction as it be so today. Because the problem we get for this country is plenty. Let's start with the political parties where they complain now. Where you have more than 30 political parties. Some no even dey world level. Talk less of a whole local government. You have them members scattered all over the country. Then they call themselves political parties. maybe you, as they call, as the people just group together, we are political parties, so they give themselves the name. You get money with them, they get from there. Now that money, then go sit down, they they collect, make we just sustain our members. 10-day Calabar, 5-day Sokoto, another 5-day Lagos, another 10-day Meduguri. We all come together. We say we are party. Party will not get ordinary councillor. That one a party. All of them would complain now. You know, the problem where we get for this country is plenty. If we want copy the Oyibo people, where will they copy? If we want copy them well, make we copy them. No be this half copy, half wayo, join everything together. It not go lead us anywhere. America, they have Republicans, they have Democrats. You either belong to the two, or you are independent candidate, which is very, very rare, which is very, very few. They are very few. So if we also have two parties, you are either this one or this one, and ideologically based, with objective manifestos, that as Democrats, so these are our regular manifestos. As Republicans, these are regular manifestos. You know, everybody developing in the society, you already have this mental alignment. Intellectual alignment. This is where I want to belong to. This is where I want to belong to. As of today, all the members of PDP don't become APC. All the members, when they observe, say, the ground don't they hot for APC, majority of them are jumping to the ADC. When ground hot for that place, for that one too, then we go APGA. When grant hot for that one too, then we go another one. That one, they don't get ideology where person feels say as a small, as a young chap, where they come up gradually. You want to develop your own ideology. You want to look for people you want to emulate. All that are not there in Nigeria today. There are no people you can say in terms of the ideology we know of Azikwe. You cannot see majority of them aligning their mentality, their ideology with Azikwe. You cannot see majority of them aligning their mentality, their ideology with that of Tafawa Balewa or Ahmadu Bello or Awolowo. So they don't mix everything together. Today you see someone jumping from one party to another. The moment you know, say, as if they go up there, so it be like say our party, go get head. Now from the grassroots, he go mobilize his people. Let us join the one where they win at the top. That is not the way to do life. You go get time in this country when Yahoo boys go also come together, form one party. And our small children, we don't know the history of this country.
You go vote for them.
They join them. Yahoo party go get followership.
We look at one of your brother recently. I think he did PDP before, Daniel Buala. We call Yanopata against this current president. As he come join Mr. President, Jazira tell us, see what he talk that time. He can begin the run from us.
That is why I said they are not politicians that are objective in their ideologies. They are not sincere with their ideologies. Whatever complaints you have against a particular party or against individual, let it be very, very objective one, based on your own conviction. That if we are there, these are the things that we are going to do. But majority of them, what they do is stomach infrastructure, politics. The moment where they are getting kobo, it's getting dried. They look for another place where the milk is fresh. Go there and gum. They are not. How do I put it? They are not looking at the implication of swallowing, eating your vomit.
Yes.
Now you talk this one yesterday. The person where you talk about, it don't change today. That you go say, a better person today. Now you don't change. And if that person, they careful, they sensible, you're supposed to also watch you very well, because your own mind, your own mouth, e no stay one place. The moment you no get wetin you dey chop, wetin you want chop from you again, e go go back to where you came from. It's not a good thing to be someone that will be multiple faced.
Go dey talk go here, talk go this side.
Go talk, they go here, go. Let people know you where you are. If you are a very straightforward person, objective person, stand there, let them know you. And if you are the type that is gallivanting from one place to another, chameleon, let them know you. But majority of our politicians, so to say, and sorry to say, they are chameleons. So now we are the amala plenty. Now there you go see them.
One of my colleagues for Arise News, with all due respect, in name Rufai Usini. I dey always watch am when they do some interviews. Now they tell one person when they ask for one of these political parties, say, if they feel say the opposition, then they no serious, say they be jokers. Say because all these things when they complain, so when they put all of this now pass them into law. Now when they don't pass it into law, do everything, now they come complain.
How they no go complain? Their members no dey where they pass them into law.
Now they talk say what they dey?
Their members they no dey there. Why their members no talk say this one will not be good for the entire nation? We no go gree. Why they no voice at that time? When they eventually passed it, what are the protests they carry out? Make anybody no deceive us. Go and mark it. But we are approaching 2027 now.
Yes, sir.
Out of 36 states where we get, how many be APC?
About 30, yes, about 30 or 31.
About 30. It go increase before that time. Go and mark it.
They don't catch all of them. As far as they don't catch Adamawa, don't catch Atiku Pikin. So
that is it. That is to tell you, say, what everybody they look for, and how my stomach goes well. The stomach of my family, it goes well. Because if you see majority of them, they don't carry their children, go they groom them. No be children of carpenter, no be children of bricklayer. Right? No be children of panebita, where they follow them. Now the children of these people, they carry, they empower. Yes, we want to struggle tomorrow. We want to protest tomorrow. Their own children.
That weekend on the kind of Pikin, Minister of Umaitu, I think Pikin won't
contest. So who are we deceiving?
So
my own children, your own children, the children of bricklayer, children of carpenter, where they must have been book.
All right, Prof, we salute you the time we join us this evening for inside the program. My people for us, I too be big salute again. The program of daughter, and we reach that from Independent Television. All right, that's what we'll tell our program. We'll reach it again next week Monday. God willing. God bless Nigeria.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
The land of Onwa is inhabited by the people with common ancestry, language, religion, economic and socio-political ties. However, irrespective of their subtitle differences in language and culture, they share common traditions. The people are known for their hospitality. Onwa traced their origin to Benin Kingdom as a result for a man to find a comfortable place for living. The name Onwa was derived from the largest and longest river in the area, which is known as Onwian or Onwa. It means one who makes merry in affluence.
ITV, certainly the best.
Hello and welcome to Woman to Woman. I'm Adesiwa Sawagie. Financial empowerment for women is a big deal, and multiple stream of income is like a key to that success that you've been looking for. And when women have control over their finances, they can make choices, make huge investment, live better life, and then be happy. And then the big question then is this: what is stopping you as a woman from being empowered? We have just a handful of women who are empowered and who are doing things to get themselves empowered. There's another set who have done so much, yet they seem not to be able to break even. From one business to another, to another, to another, yet it's like they're not doing anything because there's no result and they're not making success. So what could be the problem? We have an expert in the house. She is an entrepreneur, Emike Inaboya. She's joining us from Benin City. Hello, Emike. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the program Woman to Woman.
Yeah, good to see you again. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good to see you too. You look so good, Emike.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Emike, you are an entrepreneur. I see what you do on Facebook and other social media. I see what you do, and I'm super proud of you. That is why you're here, to talk to women about financial empowerment and the need to have multiple streams of income in Nigeria's economy. So talk to me. Financial empowerment, multiple streams of income, what does it mean to you?
Well, firstly, I'll say when you say empowerment, empowerment goes beyond motivation. Yes, it's about access. Access to education, to finance, to opportunities, access to making decisions. That is what I see about empowerment. When you talk about multiple income streams, that has to do with financial security, wealth building, flexibility. That's what I have come to realize about it. So empowerment, we are talking about access to education. How do we go about access to education? You sit down to say, oh, I cannot be educated because before you are empowered. No. The way who went to school, we go about it is different from somebody who is starting from the scratch, somebody that doesn't know it. For example, if I'm told to take measurement for a tailor, for tailoring example, I will be faster to get it than somebody that doesn't know anything about calculation. Yes. But right now, when we're talking about empowerment, our women, you can get empowered. Don't wait for anyone. You can, from the little money put together, you can empower yourself. How can you do that? The little you have, you can start from the social media. Like me, I use my house, a room in my house for my business. Then I go to social media to expand it. Every phone is good. You mustn't have iPhone 17 before you make it. No. I, for one, I'm using a Techno phone and I'm Android. and I'm making waves. One or two persons call me from social media. Hello, how much is this bag? Hello, how much is this? And I tell them, oh, you pay before delivery. Let me tell you, if that product is not available, they see it online, quickly what they pay, I can easily go to the market, get it ready. The next day, I post it to them. Women should not wait until they have everything. No, I did not start that way. I didn't have everything before I started. Education is good. Even if you have missed it, there's adult education. You can go about adult education at the same time, be able to save little money given to you. You have friends. You can tell one or two persons about, oh, this is what I want to do. This is what is on my mind. You must not start big. You must not start so big. A woman can go to the market, buy tomato and pepper of 10,000, and sell and make again. By the time you keep selling it like that, you are leaving your comfort zone, trying to have your own money. You must not wait for daddy to come back before you buy Maggi in the house. You must not wait for daddy to come back before you buy sanitary towel for yourself. That is where we are missing it. I want our husband to come back from work before I'm able to cook. No, you can do it yourself. You can do the cooking yourself. Let him be proud of you because you have taken that responsibility. In as much as some daddies will not like, oh, because she did it yesterday, she can do it again. If our daddies continue like that, our business will go down. So I advise every woman that they should balance their flexibility, their family responsibility while earning. As you earn from your business, you should be able to balance your home and yourself. Yes. Having multiple income stream that provides financial security. What do I mean by that? If one source fails, another can sustain you. As you know, Adesua, I sell bags. I make bags and sell. I make headwears. I make plantain sheets and sell. It didn't stop me. I would say because I have a deal with bag making, then I should not put my hand into other sources. I do, because I don't know which one is going to come out so big for me.
All right, Emike, a lot of women have tried what you tried. What made it work for you? Because some women have gone into a particular business, it didn't work. Maybe say food business, it didn't work. Open a restaurant, it didn't work. And then clothes selling, it didn't work. Shoe and bag making, it didn't work. Tomato and pepper selling, it didn't work. Pure water, it didn't work. What is that woman not doing right?
Comparison made it not work. Some of them want to have everything available first. A woman that has a restaurant wants to have so much gain. No, a lot of people go for the lower grade because they feel that's what their money can get to.
Okay.
If I go to market now and I go buy slippers, for example, I'm buying a slippers for 1 naira. I should be able to sell it 2 naira, even if my neighbor is selling it 3 naira, so that I can go to market again, purchase and sell again faster than while she's selling for 3 naira or 4 naira. I would have gone to market 3 to 4 times. Excess gain. That's where I see challenges.
So what other challenges apart from that excess gain? Are there other challenges that makes the woman's business not to work?
Yes, location matters to me. Location.
Okay.
If for example, I do social media, I spend money trying to get my customers online. Every woman may not be able to. Some persons want to be in GRA, but their luck is in Aduwawa. Why not try Aduwawa pattern? I can buy a model of rice, do jollof rice, go out to Aduwawa to where laborers are. A lot of people are working, maybe those doing the road work. I sell off my rice, I come back home. If I bought one model, I was able to sell everything before 2 p.m., I should be able to do 2 models tomorrow. Likewise, the selling of shoes, likewise, the selling of tomatoes. Can you imagine people that wait plant refuse to sell at a particular amount? You buy plantain, somebody is telling you, sell this plantain for me for 4,000. You are saying, no, it must be 4,500. At the evening of it all, you miss it out. Tomorrow the plantain gets too ripe. Somebody will now come to say, okay, let me buy 2,500. Let it not be a waste. You tell yourself, I bought this plantain 2,500. Why should I now sell it? Then at the end of it, you throw it away. Or you end up selling it for 1,000. If you have sold that plantain for 4,000, even if you bought it at 3,000, that 1,000 is something. But we don't see it. So a lot of people don't see that 1,000 as a big money. That's where we are having challenges.
Okay, balancing financial independence with other life priorities of a woman is another challenge that we need to talk to this afternoon. So how can a woman balance her financial independence with other priorities of life? You know, like women, somebody said women love everything. And so keeping money for your business is usually difficult. So how can a woman manage all of this and then still hold on tenaciously to her independence as a financial person?
You will get to a point where you can get everything. Now that you cannot get everything, cut your coat according to your cloth. I didn't say cut your clothes according to your size. Cut your coat according to your fabric. If your fabric is 1 yard, it's just a waistcoat it can sew, do with a waistcoat. If it's just a hanging shirt, do with a hanging shirt. Competition is not allowed in this race. That is comparison. We are competing with others is what kills us. If it's a stud earring you can afford for now, get a stud and let go the other one. When the time comes for you to get the other kind of stuffs as a woman, you go ahead. First, do it the little way you can.
All right, Emike, we're going to take a very short break now. When we come back, I'll be asking you this question: the role of financial literacy in achieving financial stability for a woman. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, I'll ask you that question again. All right, thank you for staying tuned to the program Woman to Woman on ITV. And I've been talking with Emike Inaboya, who is an entrepreneur. Emike, now let's look at the role of financial literacy in achieving financial stability. Does a woman really have to go to the 4 walls of a school to learn financial literacy or apprenticeship? So what is the role of financial literacy in all of this?
At this, well, like I said earlier, school makes it very easy. It makes it easier for someone to be able to scale faster. Someone that went to school it's easier for the person to catch faster than someone that didn't.
Okay.
While there are persons, yes, while there are persons that even if they didn't go to school, they are able to catch. At the end of it, they miss it. They miss it, even if it's to primary 6 or primary school. Be schooled at all.
Okay.
Somebody can bring a paper for you to read. You'll just be looking. They tell you to sign something. Whether you are signing out your life, you don't even know. That's why I tell people, even be schooled. Even if it's just in primary school, you can read and you can write.
So that's very important.
Yeah, it's a plus.
What about the role of apprenticeship?
Yeah, it's good to learn. Yeah, it's good to go work under someone for a while. So you have an idea. Market is very, very trickish. Do you know some persons can still be selling something for 1 naira when long ago the price has changed? just because they don't know how they do it. Everybody has to have an idea of apprenticeship, because from the way you have learned from it, you can make calls to your own madam. See, tomorrow I have a madam. I can still call her today. Yes,
That's interesting, because nowadays you find it difficult to get apprentice. Young girls don't want to learn trade. Young girls don't want to go to school, but they want to hit it fast, fast, fast.
Yes, a lot of ladies don't want to learn anymore. They don't want to be under anybody. They just want to come to you 1 week, they feel they've known it and they want to open. At the end of the day, they make a whole lot of mistakes. Then tomorrow, a customer don't come back to you. You'll be wondering, oh, why is this customer not here? Not knowing that you've already made that mistake. The way you talk to your customers, the way you approach them, the way you discuss some issues with them can make them stay or go. I'm very friendly, even when you're putting your hand in my eye. I pretend it's not hurting me.
Customer service.
Buy and go, then I will not like say, oh, this one's paying me. Like
Okay. But it's not like that everywhere, because some other places you go there, your price is good, your good is not good enough for that person, and the next thing you get is insults.
You know,
It has happened to me, particularly in markets.
Yes. You know why? They feel in the market, like the tomato sellers, let me use that word. They feel because my own looks finer than the other ones, they will come back. Gone are the days. Nobody comes back to you. The only advice is be friendly. That's my advice to women. As you do business, be friendly, because you don't even know who is going to come back tomorrow. If you scold somebody or you cheat somebody, the person finds out. At the end of the day, the person won't want to come back. Then you start saying, I'm losing customers, I don't know why. You are the cause of the problem. You're causing it by yourself. Women should try as much as possible to be free. Even when the customer is really, it's the customer's money you need, not the customer's face. I don't need customer face, it's customer's face.
Okay, so what's the most important financial skills for women to learn? Because there was this particular point, boutique was raining. Every corner you turn is a boutique. Every corner you turn is a boutique. Then after that, it was now makeup. Almost every woman wanted to be a makeup artist. Every woman was learning how to be a makeup artist. If you're not learning it physically, you're doing it online. After a while, it fizzled. And now everybody is a fashion designer. So Emike, as an entrepreneur, I know you do quite a number of things to get that. You multitask, you have quite a number of streams of income. Now, which is the best for a woman to learn? Because as we speak, some women are even confused.
What she has at hand is what she needs to feed on. I will prefer that lady, the woman, to go for dailies. What brings daily income?
Okay.
Yes.
So what is that thing that brings daily income?
Food business is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what if I don't want to do food business? If a woman doesn't want to do food business, what next? What next?
Buying and selling. You could decide, okay, let me pick up things from the market, like Mission Road, you can pick one or two from there. Like the toiletries, they are important to homes. You can just decide to take them to the office and like, oh, but instead of going to the market, can you be buying from me? Soaps. Those are the toiletries I'm talking about. Tissue, the soap, the small towels. You can just be doing that and making little bit. If at the end of the day your money is not so big and you feel you can go to market, you have a friend you pick from and do a refund when you get your little gain, you gather your money like that. It must not start big, like I said.
Okay, let's look at the role of pride in all of this, because you know, as women we are very prideful. We get time for body plenty. Some persons may actually be good in a particular business, but because of pride, how will people see me that I'm doing this kind of business? You know that mentality.
They should put pride outside. Nigeria is not smiling. Nigeria is not smiling. Pride should go and die somewhere first. If I need to do market, what kind of marketing now for me to have food on my table or money in my pocket, I will do it. As far as it's genuine,
okay,
I will do it. Pride goes before a fall. You'll just be proud for nothing. Your shoulder go high. If you reach, nothing to eat. So why the pride?
Okay.
Nobody gives money anymore.
Nobody gives money.
Notice this. Because of that, I don't beg anybody for money. I work. I told you now that sometimes I write on my WhatsApp. Chips will be available so time. If you need, please. Some places we write. Even if it's one person, I'll try and go and give to the person.
Okay.
Okay, I would have told myself, I want one person, because of one person. Can we do it? I'll go and give to the person willingly because I'm growing the business.
Okay.
But most people, they should let pride die. If I need to sell soda to have money in my hand, I'll do it.
Okay. But that's you. So how do we now? How do you talk to that woman out there who is still finding it difficult to swallow her pride, who is finding it difficult to start small, who is passionate about business, but all of this confusion, she can't have for shoulder as handbag? What do you say to that person?
Firstly, let the pride die. Until the pride dies, she cannot forge ahead.
Yeah.
So he won't be able to kill the pride and start from somewhere. You cannot have 1 million. I cannot walk up to somebody to tell the person, please, I need 1 million to start business. Oh, the person will look at me, do you even know how much I have in my own business? You can start small. You can have 20,000 naira and go somewhere and buy few things and go and distribute. You can have 50,000. Don't wait. A lot of women have money in their accounts. They are still waiting for that money to be big.
To be very big.
While you are waiting, the interest you are losing. The time is
Finding time to be with us on the show today. You have really educated us a lot. Thank you. And I know we're going to do this sometime very soon, at least to put the woman on her toes, to keep breaking the glass ceiling and swallowing her pride, go all out and achieve what she want to achieve. Thank you, Emike.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, woman, financial empowerment for you in Nigeria, I know can be driven by a lot of factors, maybe digital services, skills training, networking opportunity, and all of that. But know this today, like Emike said, swallow your pride, go all out there, go and achieve what you need to achieve, all right? Break the glass ceiling. If you're financially independent, it's a good thing. And then when you have multiple streams of income, girlfriend, you have arrived. And daily money, like Emike said, is very, very sweet. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
Benin Cultural Dance, a unique dance and quality dance steps of the Benin people. This dance is a vibrant mix of traditions, arts and beliefs, deeply rooted in the country's diverse ethnic groups and their rich history. The dance has artistic expressions depicting the people's history. Benin people have been famous for bronze and brass work, some of which is said to date back from the 13th century, especially ivory and wood carving. In Benin, the people dance to show respect, honor, dignity, which they honor. They dance to show royalty, as naids are seen in their numbers around their body depicting the symbol of kingship.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Thanks for keeping a date with us on the program Politics Today on Independent Television and Radio. I'm yours sincerely, Sonny Duke Okosi, your host on the show. So much to talk about on the program this lovely Saturday morning, beginning with the outcomes of the APC National Convention, which took place yesterday at Eagle Square in Abuja, with a whole lot of stuff coming out from that convention in the build-up to the 2027 election. But let's get started with some of the stories that I would like to share with you. President Bola Tinubu has declared that the All Progressives Congress does not seek to establish a one-party state in Nigeria, despite expressing unprecedented defections of governors, senators, representatives from opposition parties over the past 2 years. Speaking at the APC's 4th elective national convention on Friday night at the Eagle Square, Abuja, the president emphasized his belief in credible opposition as essential for democratic advancement. The president's remarks come amid growing concerns in opposition circles that massive defections to the ruling party could create democratic imbalance and weaken checks on government power. Tinubu acknowledged the significant growth of the APC through defections, describing it as demonstration of the strength of the party's beliefs and Nigerians' trust for the party. Well, these are some of the major pullout from the convention which took place yesterday, particularly from Mr. President himself. In the course of the show, we'll be giving insights into that particular issue. But let's quickly look at other fallouts from the convention. The National Convention of the ruling All Progressives Congress on Friday night elected Dr. Ben Nwoye as its new Deputy National Chairman South, effectively replacing Chief Irma Anieku. The transition took place during the party's national convention at Eagle Square. Until the late night decision, Chief Anieku had served as the Deputy National Chairman of the region. However, the emergence of Nwoye, a move solidified by a consensus arrangement, indicates the party's intent to recalibrate its mobilization strategy ahead of future electoral cycles, particularly in the southeast. Okay. Let's look at the full list of the leadership of the APC after yesterday's national convention, beginning with Iwada and of course Bashiru. We'll look at other elected national executive. The Congress on Friday elected a new set of national officers during its national convention held at the Eagle Square in Abuja. Professor Nantawe Iwada was returned as the national chairman of the party, while Surajuddin Bashiru, senator, emerged as the national secretary of the party's fourth elective national convention held at Eagle Square. Other national executives of the party will have the deputy national chairman North, Ali Bukar Dalori, deputy national chairman South, Dr. Benjamin Obi Nwoye, and several others. And of course, our very own Dr. Mrs. Mary Lile Idili returned as the national woman leader of the APC. We say big congratulations to her. I mean, we must always look for a way to celebrate our own, all right, if you know what I mean. Anyways, let's quickly move on to other stories. Big story coming in from Kano State, where the deputy governor, Comrade Aminu Abdusalam Gwazo, has resigned from office, saying his decision was guided by responsibility and statesmanship and not admission of any wrongdoing. could just be his way of avoiding being impeached by the National Assembly. You know, that's a story that has been going on. In his resignation letter addressed to Governor Abba Yusuf and made available to journalists, Gwarzo stated that he voluntarily stepped down to allow the government and the state to move forward without any distractions. All right, and of course, so much more for you. Osun APC kicks as APP sues governorship candidate over credentials. The Action People's Party has instituted a case against the candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the August 15th gubernatorial election in Osun State, Bola Oyebanji, before an Osogbo Federal High Court over alleged irregularities in the credentials he submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission. They say in politics, particularly in Nigeria, when you're not in, nobody is interested in your history. But the moment you get into politics, but rest assured that people are going to track you, track your father, your grandfather, your mother, your grandmother. They want to see how you've been as an individual. See if they can poke something out there to bring you down. Interesting. Let's go into our discussion segment of the program. I'm joined now by a lecturer, public affairs analyst and policy analyst, Bobby Ewosa Obayuwana. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning, Nigerians. It's always a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. We're also expecting our other panelists that will be joining us virtually. Comrade Emmanuel Ogbidi, President of Network of Civil Society Organization, will be joining us virtually. And then, of course, we also have Honorable Ewingare Osa Kindness, an APC chieftain, also joining us virtually to deepen this conversation. Honorable Ehie Gariba is a former chairman of Igor Local Government Council, will also be joining us physically in the studio. But we get the show started right now, right away. Remember, you're also part of the panelists, especially if you're watching us from any part of the world or you're following us, listening to us on radio. You can also contribute to the discussion much later when our studio line will be open, so you can contribute to the discussion. But let's get started. Bob, it's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Right, APC and President Tinubu's re-election bid is a major talking point at this point in time.
Yes.
And we're looking at perception of Nigerians amidst the current realities, interface that with the policy drive of the present administration. But Mr. President is saying opposition should stop picking holes in the Electoral Act and try to create the impression that his government and the APC, they are all out to weaken opposition. He says the positives that we can see with the APC in terms of strength and defections is a product of trust and confidence of his leadership and the political party. Take it off from there.
For me, political leaders and politicians will always make statements. But the reality and the tangible facts that we are seeing from the current state of things in Nigeria is that Mr. President is only trying to show that he is a party man and that he believes in the leadership structure of his own party, which is at variance with the current realities that Nigerians are suffering from now. The mass defection to the APC has not reduced inflation. The mass defection of politicians to the APC has not improved our power supply. The mass defection of the APC has not reduced the level of multidimensional poverty. The mass defection of the APC is not something that Nigerians are even worried about. Nigerians don't even care, as a matter of fact. What we are seeing are a gang of political actors mass defecting into the ruling party to consolidate their political interests, reflect their political relevance, sell their ideas that they use to razzle-dazzle and bamboozle the minds of the public. And when they get into office, the reality is that the dividends of democracy do not trickle down to the people. Nigeria has over 84% of inflation, the highest in the history ever witnessed. According to the Guardian newspaper, the Premium Times, SERAP, Amnesty International, these are notable bodies that nobody can deny. Nigerians currently are suffering from over 150% different levels of multidimensional poverty. As I can talk to you, an average Nigerian in the streets is living below the poverty belt. Over 156 million Nigerians, according to statistical data from very reliable, verifiable sources, are suffering from economic hardship. Yet we have a system that continuously borrows money, continuously organizes rallies, continuously receives politicians from different political folds into the ruling party, and they are telling us that Nigerians, that the APC is a government that believes that it has done well. Why would the president say that when most of those politicians that are defecting, they have, most of them, they have, I don't think they have gone through the level of hardship, the level of suffering, the level of intimidation, harassment that an average Nigerian goes through in the streets on a daily basis. So what I feel is that we have politicians making several political statements that do not reflect tangible realities that Nigerians want to be connected to. When in the face of oppression and tyranny, when the people refuse to speak, silence implies consent, and that is why Nigerians are beginning to register their grievances. If you go on social media, you will see Nigerians complaining there. If you go to the streets, you see Nigerians complaining. If you go to our market women are complaining. Bus drivers are complaining. Keke riders are complaining. These are different demographics that form part of the social capital that makes up the economic base of the length and breadth of Nigeria these politicians cannot shy away
These complaints don't reflect in the elections. I mean, these people you talk about.
Of course.
Yes, on election day, they are willing to take 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, as the case may be, to mortgage their future. Isn't that a challenge?
Yes, it is a challenge. But what do you make of a system that deliberately weaponizes poverty, weaponizes hardship, weaponizes starvation, increases the level of pain and suffering for the people, and puts the masses at their mercy on the day of the election? If you look at what is going on in this country, the inflation is so high to the extent that the highest currency in the land, which is 1,000 naira, no longer has any economic value or significant relevance to an average Nigerian. And that is why they deliberately carry out all these harsh economic shambolic policies and programs that do not reflect democratic tenets, that do not reflect the yearnings, dreams, and collective socio-political patrimony and aspirations of Nigerians, at the detriment of the majority and at the advantage of the elite. So they will bring their 5,000, they will bring their 10,000, they will bring their 20,000, they will bring their 30,000, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, the story stays the same. So these politicians, they are smart. They will continue to control the narratives. And we also have a controversial, independent National Electoral Commission that knows how to work in alliance with the politicians and the political class at the detriment of the interests, aspirations, and electoral outcomes that have consistently shown that they are never a reflection of the people's collective will in the supposed nascent baby democracy that we practice from this part of the world and from this climate. And that is why I am loving this conversation right now, because this is a wake-up call for all Nigerians to wake up and know that Nigeria belongs to Nigerians, that Nigerians are not morons. Nigerians may be quiet, but they are not morons. Nigerians may be patient, but they are not morons. Nigerians are hardworking, they are resilient, they have been consistent in their belief and faith for democracy and national integration, but that does not invariably mean that they are morons to the political class. The political class should know that this democracy that they are benefiting from was fought by our heroes past. The political class should know that this democracy, this nascent baby democracy that they have deliberately refused to nurture, will soon hurt them, because in 2027 it will not be business as usual. Nigeria should also desist. The voters should also desist from the habit of collecting money during elections. If they want Nigeria to work, it entails collective responsibility. They must show unity, sincerity of purpose. They must make themselves understand that the onus and responsibility lies on each and every Nigerian to bring sanity and culpability to the socio-political system that we practice in this part of the globe. And Nigerians should also understand that this democracy is the best treasure trove that they can serve and say it will subsequently give them respite when they choose to do the right thing. They should resist the political class. Okay. All those politicians that come around campaigning, camping, decamping and recamping from various platforms, and at the end of the day all of these collective activities amount to a shambolic experience that the masses do not want to be part of, should be consistently discouraged going forward in subsequent election.
Bobby, now we've had a structure in our country where the governors have very strong influence, particularly for the electoral process. Now we've seen them move in droves from their respective parties to the ruling party. We've seen senators do that. We've seen House of Representative members. I mean, many politicians are moving in droves into the APC. And you know, the power of incumbency is a major factor in Nigerian politics. And with the kind of politics that we play, where money is really so seriously involved, what is the fate of Nigerians' aspirations to perhaps give a different result in the 2027 election amidst the influence of the governors? I mean, we have almost about 31 of them now in the ruling party. Yes. And considering the power, the influence that they wield as far as election is concerned.
For me, this is a wake-up call for Nigerians to unite themselves. When Lee Kuan Yew wanted to cause a revolution in Singapore, he took himself to Singaporeans and they came together as a cohesive whole to say this is the focus and direction that we want to tow in our dear nation. Yeah. When Lawrence, this guy from Ghana, wanted to also carry out his revolution, they took a particular decision. When Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana wanted to also carry out his revolution, they took a united and unilateral decision for the benefit of the people. Currently, we have a Burkina Faso where we have the youngest president that is doing excellently well in Burkina Faso. And today, the good people of Burkina Faso can attest to the fact that this man is bringing industrialization, innovation in governance, and socio-political respite to the citizenry. This is where Nigerians need to resist their political class. Nigerians should know that the power in the people is greater than those in power. So says the likes of Abraham Lincoln, so says the likes of Jimmy Carter, so says the likes of any sane social democrat that wishes a seismic change for the benefit of the majority in any sane democratic society.
Let me pause it. I'll come to you in just a moment. We've got Iringare Osa Kindness joining us virtually. We're talking about the APC and President Tinubu's re-election bid amidst the current economic challenges. What do you make of the impacts of this government and the perception of Nigerians? I mean, arising from the national convention of the party, majority of the party executives were returned to continue with their good job, apparently to structure and sustain the party in the build-up to 2027. But Nigerians have a different disposition towards this government in terms of policies, in terms of impact. What's your take, Iringai? I think we're having a bit of challenge with the connection. Can you hear me, Honorable Sakindness? Can you hear me? Yes, just go ahead if you can hear me. Go ahead. The line is breaking. Let's see if we can re-establish connection with you and bring you on. But let me see. We also have Comrade Emmanuel Ogbidi, President of Network of Civil Society Organization. Comrade Mark, can you share your thoughts with us on some of the issues we brought forth so far as we build up towards 2027 as it relates to the APC, the president's re-election bid, and perception of Nigerians?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sonny Duke Okosun, and good morning, Nigerians. I think it is no longer news that the current situation in the country today is pathetic, and just to intimate us that even the ruling class and Mr. President have acknowledged the fact that this government is not doing very well in most aspects of the Nigeria economy vis-a-vis very basic and important sectors. Take, for example, like the aspect of power. As you will agree with me today in Nigeria, there is total and utter darkness. And darkness is synonymous with poverty. Darkness is synonymous with economic woes. Darkness is synonymous with loss. In every ramification, if any government cannot resolve the issue of power infrastructure, I don't think that government is serious in terms of economic development. Because if Nigerians have power in their disposal today, I don't think they need much from government. Artisans will do their business and take care of their families. The businessmen and women and those in the hospitality business, they will have, more profits to look into at the end of the month. By so doing, also employ more hands in their business. But as it is today, businesses are being choked as a result of high costs of operations due to the purchase of diesels and fuel, which is not even available. Okay, so to a very large extent, if you look at the macro and microeconomic indices, you agree that it is not well in this government, it is not well in Nigeria as it is today. And for what any responsible government must do is to double their effort to see that the promises that they gave to Nigerians, becomes a reality. Let's look at the issue of road as an infrastructure, for example. One of the major contributing factors of insecurities in our highway is as a result of the fact that our roads, especially the federal roads, are bad. People cannot travel from one state to another because of high level of insecurity and the fact that the roads are not passable. What about the health sector? The health sector, there is high level of brain drain. We have Nigerians leaving the countries today as doctors, as pharmacists, as nurses, because the working condition in our health sector is near zero. It is not encouraging. Why will a responsible government leave all of these issues and the only thing that is a major concern is 2027 election? We saw yesterday over 8,000 political individuals were mobilized from the nooks and crannies of the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to converge in Abuja just to endorse, to unanimously endorse. For a country that is facing high level of insecurity, it's like a joke. Not because they even want to display some level of franchise, exercise their democratic right to vote, But just to declare that we have consensus and millions running into billions of taxpayers' money are being expended by the ruling class. So it's more or less a joke. We must tell the truth to this current government that as a matter of fact, they are not doing well. And if they need to explain to Nigeria or to convince Nigeria that they are a kind of government that should still be entrusted with power beyond 2027, I think it is high time they begin to redirect their priorities. The other day, why Nigerians...
Let me pause you there. Let me pause you. I'll come back to you in just a moment. Let me bring Honorable Ebingare Osah-Kindness, who's also joining us virtually, but from Benin City. Honorable Kindness, thank you for joining us on the program Politics Today. Convention over, executives retained their positions, some new ones came on board. The president is confident that what we've seen with the mass defection to the party is a reflection of the confidence and trust on the party. Let me get your take on the perception of Nigerians with this government and President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid.
Yeah, but thank you very much. I'd like to again salute the young man in the studio. Listening to him gives us our hope in this country that there are some young men who still believe in doing what is right and sticking to it. I must commend him, and of course, every other person who has spoken in this conversation. But what they have done is to continually, like we have continually done over time, x-ray the problems of Nigeria, beautifully talk about it and bamboozle us with beautiful rhetorics. But we have removed ourselves from discussing the solutions to this problem that we have continually talked about. Talking about the APC, the convention, and the hope that the president has about his re-election bid, I must admit very, very unequivocally that Nigeria is in a very bad shape, irrespective of which political divide you belong. And I must add too, that the political class is not left out in this quagmire that we are dealing with as a people. But credit must be given where it is due. And I think at this time, while it is not yet uhuru for Nigeria, the president is taking some steps to see that the problems is resolved. And part of the problem that we have dealt with in Nigeria is the issue of internal democracy within political party. And that has led us to having wrong pegs in wrong holes. That has led us to not having the right person occupying political offices. And I think that is what has just happened in the APC convention. That for the first time you have a rancor-free convention where no one person, no one voice is dissenting, where everybody tend to agree on the choices that have been made across the line. And that we must give credit to the president, who is the leader of the party, for being able to manage the party. Now that is for the party. What is the president doing for Nigeria and in Nigeria to see that there is hope for this country? And another thing that he must do is to strengthen democracy, to strengthen democratic institutions. And that is what I think the president is also looking at. And more fundamentally, to resolve the issues of the impasses that has bedeviled us as a nation, we must begin to look at our laws. The laws that enables people to jump from one party to the other. We must begin to reframe and rearrange the legal framework that forbids anybody who has entered into political office from living, from cross-carpeting, from adjusting. That I think we must look at. But
okay, all right.
So, Mr. President,
the
issue of power is still a problem. The issue of security is still a problem.
All right, now, Honorable Osah-Kindness, let me just pause you for a moment. We'll take a break for the news. I'll be back with you on to what extent do you think all of these lofty things will influence Nigerians' decision for President Tinubu's re-election. Stay with us. It's still Politics Today on ITV. Thanks again for rejoining us on the program Politics Today, reaching you live on independent television and radio, looking at the prospect of APC and Tinubu's re-election for 2027 amidst the hardship and the perception of Nigeria. Of course, Honorable Ewingare Osakainens was commenting on this issue in just a moment. We'd like you to quickly anchor the point, and what I wanted to emphasize on has to do with, in all of these, what do you make of the perception of Nigeria? Some of these lofty things you talked about, Mr. President, in terms of strengthening internal democracy, with what we've seen with the National Convention that was hitch-free, rancor-free. How do you think that would translate to Nigeria's voting for Mr. President for his re-election come 2027?
Thank you very much, and once again, thank you for having me. Like I was saying, what I talked about has to do with internal democracy. That is just a part of a whole, and that does not automatically translate to victory for Mr. President, because what has happened, it's an internal affair of a political party. But that in itself, we must give credit to Mr. President. But does that stop the epileptic power supply that we have in Nigeria? The answer is no. Does that improve on the cost of living of Nigeria? The answer is no. So Mr. President must at this time sit himself down and ask himself what is the way forward. Because I still believe, irrespective of what we are dealing with as a challenge for Nigeria, I believe that Mr. President Ahmed Tinubu is still the best man in the midst of all those who we have seen today that have indicated interest. And that is why I believe that Nigerians must look at the beautiful side of this administration that has to do with generation of funds for states, for infrastructural development. You see, for example, in Edo State has become a permanent construction site. It is not because you are aware that Edo State does not draw internally generated revenue from buses and other menial ways of collecting revenue. But we are developing the state, the government is developing the state. It is because the president is making funds available to the state. Therefore, while we are looking at the president and his policies and programs, we must pay attention to the state governors, and the state government, what they are doing with the resources that they are drawing from the federal allocation. So I think Mr. President is doing a lot in terms of development of infrastructure, but he must deal with two major issues, which is power generation. He must deal with another issue, which is security. And of course, the cost of living must not continue to kill the living in Nigeria. I think, and I believe very strongly, that the president is on course. We have not yet had it perfectly. It is not yet to Hulu, but there is hope for Nigeria.
Okay, I'll come back to you much later. Just hold the line. I'd like to welcome Honorable Ehi Gareba, former chairman, Ego Local Government Council, for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Pastor T. And good afternoon, viewers. It's in morning.
Okay, you just got back, so. Anyways, the perception of Nigerians is key in assessing the government of the day under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in terms of policies, in terms of impact. And then, of course, the party just concluded its national convention with many of its leaders returned. The president talked about mass defection being a reflection of the confidence and trust for the party. But this does not, this whole policy thrust of Mr. President is not reflecting in the lives of the ordinary Nigerians. How do you see that in relation to his bid for re-election come 2027? Okay,
I'm going to approach this two-pronged. Firstly, amongst those who are aspiring to be presidents of Nigeria, many of them you already know the antecedents. And if you like to illustrate, look at across the board at those. If you look at Peter Obi, he was governor of Anambra State, as President Tinubu was governor of Lagos State, and it's obvious that President Tinubu did way better than him in terms of performance. If you look at all the performance indices, if you look at Alhaji Atiku, of course, for me, it's a little bit too old now to be stretching his hand out there and throwing his hat in the ring. And he's had no personal political achievement up to his near 80 years in life that to show in terms of infrastructure what he's done for his people, either in Adamawa or Nigeria. He's got nothing significant to point at to say, this is what I did, this is what I championed up to this age that I'm almost becoming 80 years. So I don't expect miracles from him either. Those are the only two who are angling to be for the moment. President Tinubu has shown what most Nigerian leaders have been too politically correct to show, which is leadership. Leadership means taking sometimes very painstaking decisions, and they can be painful, and sometimes if you are not careful, you stand a chance of becoming unpopular initially as a result of decisions that you have taken. What I would like to liken President Tinubu's reign in power to, and I'm coming to the second part now, where I believe he should be given a second chance by Nigeria to continue with its reforms. Firstly, the government is less than 3 years old, and there's no government that can do magic, to bring that kind of reform that will immediately impact on the lives of people. Take for instance, this is ITV. If you decide to do a renovation of this house because you want a more modern structure, it's going to entail, absorbing some pains, because the roof will have to be taken off to put a new roof. In the process, you'll probably be seeing the sky. It looks like a hopeless situation. The electrical fittings will be taken off, the windows will be taken off, because you need a new building. You cry to the management that we prefer a more modern thing. They're going to strip everything here bare to bring in the modern ones. And if you look at that structure that has been almost stripped bare before it can be refitted, sometimes it can be very discouraging to look at. But if you hang on a little bit, hope surely is on the way. Now, there's the stability of the naira, which is good for investors' confidence, and we see like Nigeria have the highest number of foreign direct investment coming in to our system in the whole of Africa. It's not been so, because the naira had a parallel market value, which was giving a lot of headache to those even importers who wanted to import. It was a difficult thing for them to assess those funds. So we are good at foreign direct investment, which is good, and on the long run it's going to stir up the SMEs, which we need for our economic growth. And of course, we are looking at, I am particularly very happy with the students' loan. That's going to give confidence to us, because we have one of the largest youth population in the world, highest perhaps, but if you have a huge youth population that is untrained, it becomes a problem for the country. So, but with the students' loan, that gives hope that we are going to have trained personnel across board. I've been in 2 hospitals lately, both private and public. It is very gladly to my heart when I see the large number of students who are interested in the medical field. Most of them are even teenagers or early.
But they are there because they want to go abroad for training. They want to go abroad for greener pastures.
It is good. That is what Cuba is known for. Cuba
exports
doctors. So we can group them, and on the long run, they're going to funnel resources back into.
All right, let me get in, Comrade Bobby Ewesa Opaiwana. Looking at this trajectory of the present government, one thing you cannot take away from President Bola Tinubu, from the fuel subsidy removal, more monies came out. And these resources have been deployed to states. Some states are doing quite well. Others are still lagging behind. Isn't this enough for us to give credit to Mr. President? Should we allocate all the blames, 100% of the blames, to Mr. President for some of the realities that we have in the country?
In fairness to Mr. President, the excess cash that has been made from subsidy removal has been adequately deployed to state governors. I give him credit for that, but it is part of his social responsibility to Nigerians, because taxpayers' money should be aggregated in such a way that they are deployed through respective democratic channels that in turn trickle down as democratic dividends to the people, most especially those at the grassroots. But then again, let's look at the primary essence of governance, because we seem to be misrepresenting the facts here from some statements that I've heard so far. The primary responsibility of Mr. President is to provide security for Nigerians. The security architecture in Nigeria till date is still questionable. The primary responsibility of Mr. President is to provide welfare. How many industries have been established since Mr. President came into power? What is the current statistics of our workforce? How many small-scale and medium enterprises have been established from the proceeds of our foreign direct investments in the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? How many Nigerians can boast and hit their chest and say, I am benefiting from this current administration security-wise, economic-wise, social welfare-wise? What we are saying is that we have a mass defection of self-centered, selfish, and elitist individuals in form of governors going to collect their fair share, their national cake, the national cake they call it. They are now being classified in the streets as socio-political as men and women that want to benefit from the government of the day. Whereas the people in the grassroots in our local communities are dying of hunger, dying of starvation. People cannot sleep with their two eyes closed in some communities in Nigeria. And we are talking about Mr. President deploying resources. If these resources do not get to the people, what amounts to the entire process? It was also Mr. President that promised us during his electioneering campaign prior to this time that he was going to give us good, stable power supply. It is everywhere in the media. He made a statement that if he cannot give us 24 hours light, that we should not vote for him. Me, I do not know how to be economical with the truth, because Nigerians all over the world are watching this program. Nigerians in Nigeria cannot connect their current reality to some of the shambolic economic policies and programs that we have known this administration for. Coupled with the fact that they are talking about giving NEL fund to Nigerians as loan scheme. It is a welcome development. But then again, is it not supposed to be part of the dividends of democracy that the people should benefit from? The answer is yes. So for me, Mr. President needs to go back to the drawing board. Mr. President needs to rethink and rejig some of his economic policies and programs. They are talking about state governors having excess cash. How many state governors are creating employment for their people? How many state governors can attract investors to their states? How many state governors can boast and say that because of their cerebral economic policies, investors from different parts of the globe are now coming to their states? Everybody is shouting on their mandate they shall stand or fall. But Nigerians are saying that they are tired of these socio-political sycophantic elements. They are tired of these politicians and politicians that do not give the best of democratic dividends to the people. Government is all about the people. Okay. Dr. Sonny Duke Okosun, any sane democracy that wishes to thrive, any sane democracy that wishes to advance the cause of the masses should make equitable policies and programs that are pro the masses and not anti-democratic in total practicality and in reality.
Let me pause it there, Comrade Bobby. If we have more time, I'll come back to you. But it's still Politics Today on Independent Television and Radio. Comrade Emma Ogbidi, give me your take on the expectations from Nigerians as it relates to 2027 in 1 minute before we open our studio line.
The expectations of Nigerians are very clear, and it is the fact that Nigerians are expecting to see a government that will be different from the status quo. Nigerians are expecting to see somebody who can liberate them from the current economic quagmire and security uncertainty that is plaguing this country. Whichever way you want to look at it, there is hunger in the land. No matter the amount of money the federal government is pumping into the states today as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy, the question you want to ask is that what is the value of those monies as it is compared to 3-4 years ago? If you are giving a state, for example, now 500 million, 500 million is like almost 100 million as of 5 years ago because the naira has reduced its value. You cannot be telling us that the federal government has rolled out student loans. What is the school fees of Nigerians or in Nigerian tertiary institutions 4 years ago compared to what the school fees is now? It's like giving you something from one hand and you are taking it from the other hand. Do Nigerians need loans to go to school? When some other society, we are talking of free education. Can women and children go to our federal hospitals today? Go to our federal hospitals today, as a matter of fact, is more costlier than some private health institutions. Are you not aware? So those who are not in touch with the current economic reality on ground because they are not on ground cannot come and be trying to whip some political sentiment and be economical with the truth. Let us be very realistic. Nigerians come 2027, why do you think in spite of 32 governors and still counting, Mr. President is still not comfortable? They are teleguiding every process leading to the elections with consensus and with, whipping governors into line. Governors are decamping, their states are not decamping. Governors are joining parties.
Hello, caller. Good morning. You're live on Politics Today. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning. Ultimate Great. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a quite unfortunate situation for us in this country, giant of Africa. Giant for what? It is quite unfortunate the hardship we are facing since APC coming to governance. It's quite unfortunate that Nigeria now cannot do even one eye closed, so it's about 2 eyes. It's quite unfortunate. It's very sad what happened in Abuja yesterday. They convert to industry for the second term. In this situation, I don't blame them. We don't blame them. The president that told Nigeria that if we don't give us light, if we don't say sure light, we should not put it for second term. What is the light? What is the light? I want to ask you, what is the light that doesn't take for second term? Huh? They don't get idea. I don't blame them. We are here and there. What is okay? Those are the data like you watch Shorika. What I said, they're not talking again. Nobody is talking. Nigeria is thinking every day by day. He said I shouldn't come back. That's what I see. I want to.
All right, thank you, Ultimate Great. Thank you for your contribution. Hello, caller. Good morning. The number is 080-7777-0300. That's our studio number. Dial it right now. Let's get a take. Hello, caller. Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
My name is Solomon Ataga, popularly known as the voice of common masses.
Solomon Ataga, please go ahead.
It is very good, my prophet Sonny Duku Koso. God bless you for this kind of program.
Thank you.
But it's a pity that people are now living with the ideology of one man, not the ideology of Nigeria. Because the president is bringing the money for the governor. How is he as number one using the Nigeria's money? The luxurious life is living. Convoy here and here. Which example is he giving to the governor? Okay, what's up in paying August visit to the state? Still realizing whether this money is being used. Like we can easily say we are working in those states. But if I tell you now that a governor very close to 2 years now, are very close to 2 trillion. The money people did not use for good 4 years. And we are clapping that we are working. So it's the civil who, my dear. So the country that cannot give me light, look at the way they were exaggerating since yesterday till now. Drawing out father here and here. When people cannot have their means, when there is no light, no good road. I spent up to 3 hours from Owerri Sapele Road to Gara this morning. 4 hours. These has been existing since 8 years now. And we are still saying we are working. If we are working, I found out that from Ringo to Ogara can be constructed in another 2 years. But in 3 years now, it's all about jumping year to year. So that is the example to go for Mr. President. That's the question. If we learn, let's borrow the highest lecturer in this land, Maradona from Canada, to come and speak what they don't know. But we are here watching, and the world is watching us. That's my take. God bless you.
Thank you, Solomon Ataga. Our studio number is still 08077770300. Hello, caller. Good morning. What's your name? You're live on Politics Today. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
The voice of ordinary people.
Go ahead.
I just want to comment on what somebody just said, that the governor, the president removed subsidies, and there are more money to the governor now. Now let me tell you something. Those money not supposed to go to the governor. It's supposed to be used to subsidize. It's supposed to be used to subsidize, or even though it's not petroleum, maybe agriculture, like in US, UK, China. Agriculture is being subsidized up to tomorrow as I'm talking to you. That is why your food is very cheap. Due to the custom duty from US to Nigeria, a bag of rice will be cheaper than what is produced in Nigeria because the government is subsidizing. The same thing with UK, China, India, just name them.
Okay.
The government, the president, supposed to be the president is sensitive to the plight of the common people. They would have used that money to subsidize agriculture. Everybody will benefit. Now, the governor, they are wasting the money. Most of them, they are doing things, different projects. Just like what our governor is doing today now. He's doing flowers everywhere, wasting our money. When we have large expanse of land in those states, only the money for one flyover is enough to do more than 100 roads in Benin. But he's wasting it. Like this summer park now, where we are here now. Yes, small portion of Guinness here, but I just come to a very little bridge, and it has saved the road up. Now, you are considering the flyover. Let me tell us how much he's doing, use it to do the flyover. Up to today, he has not disclosed that much. So, they are wasting the money. So, and the people are not benefiting anything. It's just one telephone project.
All right.
That's number one. Somebody is telling us about collecting money from people. They will spend money. People will be collecting the money. I'm not sure of people collecting money during the election, but the president himself and all those politicians, APC, they are afraid. That's why they refuse to allow electronic transmission of votes to go through.
All right, thank you very much. Let me get back to our panelists before we call it a wrap. Final take. I mean, you're getting the feedback from Nigerians.
Yes, and a lot of people seem to have it misconstrued. They are talking as though we have a unitary system of government. And a lot of people erroneously also think that government is from top to bottom. Which is ironical, especially that I have a lecturer here. Government is from bottom to top. If you ask him now, his local government chairman, what was the allocation for last month, he doesn't know. And he has not bothered to find out. He's harping on the president at the top. As the allocations for the state increased, the one for the local government increased. And you have the Freedom of Information Bill, also for the lady who asked for the cost of the flyover. If you make use of the Freedom of Information Bill, you can ask for the cost of any government project, and they are duty bound to provide it for you. When you talk about electricity, there is no country in the entire world where a central government provides electricity. It's a fallacy. What they usually would do is to provide electricity through for a policy formulation, which the president has done by liberalizing the space so that states and local government can generate their own electricity. Then when it comes to lecturers, let me lay it to their court. ASU, I'm sure it's a member, they only go to strike. Ask them why they don't have endowment to draw resources and fund their own universities, and they have to always hold the government by the neck.
Let me pause. Yeah, quickly, give me your final word.
Okay, for me, in response to what you have said, for me it is shambolic, because I know the allocation that is being allocated to my local government chairman. My local government chairman is. Let me talk, sir. When you were talking, I gave you the floor, so please allow me. The current local government chairman is Gabriel Iduseri from Oredo local government. Is a member of your party, and he gets up to 500 million per month, which is a good one on their part. They've been able to increase the IGRO. But what we are talking about here is, are the people feeling the impact? The answer is no. If you go to different parts of Oredo, we have over 12 wards in Oredo. we have not seen any significant constituency.
No, these are your subjective opinions. So,
yes,
but let's
part of the issue as academics. Yes. The way our policies and programs are being skewed in this part of the world, they do it in such a way that every institution is tied to the apron string of the federal government.
So it's not the fault of the institution.
It's not the fault of the institution.
Let me pause it. We don't have.
Please, sir. Let me quickly correct an erroneous statement that he made. Government at all levels is local. In the United States, yes, government is a bottom-up approach, but your previous president said from top to bottom. Coupled with the fact that in the United States of America, they run most of their economic policies on subsidy. They subsidize education.
All right, Bobby, I will pass you that. Let me get a final word from Honorable Emiga.
Stop trying to be political.
Gentlemen, just calm down. Gentlemen, calm down. Honorable, my time is up. My time is up.
Thank you.
My time is up.
Thank you very much,
My time is up.
Thank you.
Let me get Comrade Ogbidi to speak. Okay, we'll have Emiga. Please, just one last word, please.
Actually, thank you very much.
Yes.
Let me say to Bobby that politics is beyond rhetoric, and what he's doing, as much as I commend him, is purely academics.
Okay.
Now let's say it as a wrap up. The primary duty of government is to protect life and properties.
Yeah,
which is what the least we expect from any responsible government. But in doing this, it is institutions that are responsible for this protection that must be strengthened. The president doesn't.
Okay, gentlemen, my time is up. Lord would have continued to have this conversation, but let me just get a feedback from my director backstage. Let's take a minute break. We'll be back with you. We may just continue this conversation. Just give me a minute. It's Politics Today on ITV. Okay, thanks again for rejoining us. We just have 30 minutes grace to continue with this conversation. So we're back to our panelists. Emiga, you were saying something relating to one of the panelists' comments. Could you please just establish that in a few minutes?
Yeah, what I said is that as much as I commend him for his communication prowess, but what he's doing is purely academics. He's not speaking to the issues. Okay. Now look at it. The primary duty of government is to protect life and properties. And the president must strengthen institutions that are responsible for the protection of life and properties, which is what the president is doing. For example, for the first time, we have a president who has agreed that there must be state police, and he's strengthening that institution. We have a president who is saying that there must be restructuring. We have a president who is saying that local government must enjoy autonomy. We see that there's massive infrastructural development across the length and breadth of this country. Even yes, some states are lagging behind in that regard because of poor management of the resources that they get from federal government. So see that the president of all the persons that have indicated interest just now to rule this country, Mr. President is still the best amongst them. The only person that I would have considered would have been Obi, who painfully betrayed the trust of 6 million Nigerians who voted for him in the last elections and took that mandate to those who have been part of the problem of this country. You see that the problem of this country, it is not really about those who are in power, but institutional problems.